What's up, YouTube? It's Ev, bringing the Blaze back with another episode of our Pokemon Let's Play Pokemon Platinum series. Last time, if you don't remember, we busted into Team Galactic's HQ, so we are at a very high stakes position right now. We're about to bust right through this door using the Galactic key, and there he is, the boss of Team Galactic. Who are we going to start with? Actually, before we just head straight in, guns a-blazing, let's go. I'm thinking Scramble. I'm thinking Demos. I think Demos is a safe bet. We're just going to go in with a tank right at the front. I forget exactly who he sends out first. So, you've come. You heard my speech, I take it. A big lie, of course. It's true insofar as my intention is to create a new world. But that world isn't for the likes of Team Galactic. I seek an entirely new world solely for myself. If not, it can never be the complete and perfect world. You've seen my minions of Team Galactic. You yourself must know that they are uniformly useless and oh, I thought he was going to call them incompetent. I always read that as incompetent. He said incomplete. Useless and incomplete. I know why you're here. I can sense it in you. It's about Yuxi, Mesprit, and Azelf, correct? You want to save them. I no longer have any need for them. I'm finished with them. If your heart aches to save them, go right ahead. I couldn't care less. It will save me the trouble of disposing of them. But, I must say, you are a remarkable specimen. Those Pokemon have nothing to do with you, do they? But still, you came to rescue them out of pity. Such pitifully useless emotions. It's logical and irrational. Pity and compassion are products of the weak and the faulty human heart. You were compelled to come here by such vacuous sentimentality. I like your big words, Magic Man. I will make you regret paying heed to your heart. Here it is. Ba-da. Alright, so Demos, that's a good one to start with, against a Sneasel. Okay, but we're back. Alright. Don't know what that was. Lost controls for a second there. Yikes. I think we just flash here. I think Demos is just going to help set us up to go into some other team member. Right? I think a flash and a growl. So that way he's less likely to hit, and even if he does hit, he's gonna not hit as hard. It is nice he doesn't have a Weavile yet, because that would be a significant stat increase from Sneasel, and that would be very hard to deal with. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Alright, fighting type, I mean, it's fine. We'll go into Chimler. I mean, you can see how easily, like, an Infernape can take over a Sinnoh run through. I mean, he's the GOAT for sure, right? It's not a bad thing, but I mean, we're specifically trying to level other people up, and Chimler's just like taking off to the moon and back, you know? Really thematic for the villainous team of Sinnoh. Oh, and there's this Crobat. See, so here's the thing. We could Fire Blast, but we're risking a lot for not even a super effective hit. So I think we got normal and water moves. We do have a flying move there. I think we go Noctum on Noctum, man. I think we do. Noctum's a girl. Man, I do that every time. Shoot. Alright. I think we can Fuse Ray. Because unless that crits again, we're safe. Okay. Now, do we feel safe to Roost here? Or do we... I don't even know if we can use a potion, man. We have one Hyper Potion. I kind of want to keep it, because we do have Roost for a reason. Hopefully he hits himself. Perfect. See? Look at that. It all works out in the end. All's well that ends well. Alright. Nocturne about to show him who's the superior Crobat. Let's go He can't be poisoned, so I think we just fly. That sucks a little bit. He's already out of confusion. Was kind of hoping he'd be there longer. But it'll be fine. We'll waste some of his air cutter power points. Man, there's music in the background. It gets even better than this. I think we just fly again, guys. I think that's the move. I think we live this air cutter. It's gonna leave us like 10 HP, 8 HP, and then we fly, and this fly KOs, and we get just, you know, El Dorado full of experience. That's it? Yikes. Alright, and here's this Honchkrow. My last Pokemon. Do you think Honchkrow is his ace? See, I feel like is it allowed to be Honchkrow? Because I feel like that's like, it was a joke. It is a Sinnoh evolution. It does feel a lot like Silver or Giovanni's kind of ace. It doesn't really fit him. It fits him on his team, not as his ace though, you know what I'm saying? Oh, gosh. I think we go Pitbull here. Because I feel like the only one who can come in and just steamroll this Honchkrow is Shimler. But I feel like I'm worried about a Super Luck Brave Bird or something coming in and just wiping. That's a Super Luck Feint Attack. That wasn't Super Luck. Man, Super Luck is busted in Gen 4, let me tell you what. That wasn't even a Super Luck hit. That was just a regular Feint Attack. Head of Honcho, man. Alright, so I think we Fire Blast, and then we live whatever. I'm pretty sure that's a high crit move. It wasn't even a crit? Alright, guys. Now we gotta lock in. Do we have revives? Because I feel like we sack revive. I don't feel like our team's getting through this, man. I feel like Chimler's just gotta outspeed and close combat, and then get KO'd in close combat, and get KO'd in close combat. I mean, look at this. Look how much this Feint Attack is doing. All of Cheeks' HP, and Cheeks is supposed to be a tank. Alright, so we wear down Honchkrow a little bit with the Sandstorm. We just got close combat. We can't even risk the Fire Blast. I was going to try to live something after the Fire Blast. That ain't even the move. It's not the move. I think 2 close combats, right? He does get bulkier when he has a Honchkrow. 2 close combats will work. Citrus Berry. Alright, and then Shimler gets KO'd here, but the indomitable Shimler spirit prevails. Alright, a little bit of Sandstorm chip. Demos, you got this. Tank it, Demos. He's actually almost level 35. I see. I may lose if this pace continues. That's the plan, man. That's the plan, Stan. Alright, perfect. So it looks like Shimler is going to pull this one through for us. Man, that Honchkrow, that Super Luck is insane. He didn't, and here's the craziest part. I say Super Luck's insane. It's not even the crazy part is that, like, the damage that he did to us is insane. It's the fact that he didn't even deal double damage to us with a crit. That entire time. It could have been so much more. Interesting and quite curious. quite. I see. You are indeed strong. And the basis of your power is your compassion towards Pokemon. It's weird that he's saying that. I think Cyrus has some, like, hidden depth. I've talked about this in the past. Like, he's got a Crobat, so obviously he's got friendship with his Pokemon. I think his Pokemon like him. I think he's just this kind of an outer facade because he's, you know, scared to, you know, think that he has emotions. So I think that was a little bit of his real personality and dialogue kind of coming through in the story there. How wasteful. Such emotions are but mere illusions. And, like all illusions, they fade over time until death banishes them forever. That is why I have abandoned all emotions as useless sentimentality. But that doesn't matter. I doubt you will ever understand my position. That said, I recognize that you are strong and courageous to come alone. This is your reward. And we get the Master Ball. Something we will actually probably use later. The Master Ball is the ultimate Pokeball. It will unfailingly catch any Pokemon in the wild. Funny story about Master Ball. In Pokemon Black and White, I got the Master Ball from Professor Juniper, and and I saw a Heatmore on Victory Road, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a legendary. And I immediately threw the Master Ball at the Heatmore and caught it. And I was convinced it was legendary for the longest time. And I got to Reshiram, and I was like, oh, this is what that was for. But I ended up actually catching it like Ultra Ball first time, which actually I think is the same thing that happened in Oraz. I think I just threw an Ultra Ball, and it just ended up catching the first time without ever having to fight. So I do appreciate stuff like Ultra Necrozma. If people like, you know, dunk on Ultra Necrozma all the time for being too hard, I don't think it's too hard. I think it's cool that it's like actually a challenge. But it is not anything that I require. Unlike you trainers, I do not make Pokemon my friends or partners. Unlike other Team Galactic members, I don't use Pokemon as tools. Instead, I make their power my own. If you wish to save the Pokemon from the lakes, take the warp panel ahead. I am off to Mount Coronet. I will ascend the mountain to its peak where destiny awaits me. It is there that I create my new world. Alright. Let's go save the lake Pokemon. Look, remember my own speech. I have a dream. Alright, so we are going to take this warp panel back. It's so dark and mysterious. Full restore. Let's see if we can dodge this guy. Ooh, okay. Perfect. I have these test tubes. It sounds like Alien, like a spaceship in here. There they are. Oh, they look so cool in sprite form. Let me... Uxie is sealed inside. It appears to be suffering with its eyes squeezed shut. And look who it is. You came all the way here just to save some Pokemon? Though it's nothing new, I can't say I understand our boss. Why would he let a kid like you come and go freely? We, Team Galactic, take all that we need and eliminate what we do not. But anyway, you've taken the trouble to come. Let me welcome you. Consider it payback for your insulting me at the lake. Yeah. Alright, back to back. We're keeping it difficult, guys. We're keeping it difficult. Alright, so we still do have our Chimler. I'm letting myself heal here. Just because I'm at 8 HP, and I feel like we can at least kind of, you know, leverage our roosts if we move forward from this point. Air Cutter shouldn't do that much. Okay, perfect. Let's actually go ahead and fly. I feel like we don't even have to spend a turn Confuse Raying, because I mean his damage output's going to be so low compared to mine If I ever do get chipped down low enough, I can just roost it off. Our damages are actually surprisingly similar. Okay. But I think we can fly. I think next turn we roost, and then we fly again. I do like how they kind of incorporated Charon into this one. I feel like he's seen at like a side. He's seen alongside all of like the Team Galactic admins. And if you play like the originals, Diamond and Pearl, like I did, it does feel weird. Like it feels like he's like trying to be their manager or something. Like it's a job. He just feels very scientific and like he's not really into the project. Which honestly, I don't think he was supposed to be into the project. I don't think that was his character arc. But we will be seeing more of him later. That's not the last time that we'll be seeing Charon. Okay, we get 39. 39. Come on. Okay, we get 39. Poison Fang. Okay, so this is cool because Poison Fang can toxic something. It's only 50. This is 90. So it'd be like 75 versus 135. Guys, I don't think we do. Be another smart move. I like that they have a little tab in here. I don't think I ever noticed that. That's crazy. They have a contest tab. Okay. I don't think that we Poison Fang. I think Sludge Bomb we dislike better. Give up on Poison Fang. If we hadn't have found the Sludge Bomb TM, I probably would have learned it right there. But I feel like Sludge Bomb's just too good. Alright, I feel like we take this opportunity to roost up, because what is a Bronzor gonna do to us? A lot. That might actually sting. Okay, never mind. We're not that much faster, which is surprising. How are we not that much faster? Come on, come on, come on, come on. We got it. Up, up. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're gonna roost again. Okay, so I feel like now we kind of got to make a move out of Nocta. Man, I keep on saying that what's a Bronzor gonna do to me? And apparently, this Bronzor has a lot in its arsenal against a Crobat. Okay. I guess Steel Psychic would be kind of a rough matchup, huh? Okay, so as long as it doesn't crit again. Oh, A-okay, okay. This Bronzor is determined to prove me wrong. Man. Alright. Heal up again, come on. Guess I won't disrespect the Bronzong again. Bronzong family name. Come to me on the day of my daughter's anniversary, wedding, birthday. One of those. Probably not anniversary. It's probably one of the second two. Alright, now I feel like we just metronome. Alright, what do we pull? Bone Meringue? Nothing. But we do learn that it's Levitate, which I think most of them are Levitate in this game. They do have the chance to be heat proof. And the cool thing about heat proof is it doesn't necessarily tell you that it's heat proof, right? You'd be able to calculate it out if you need to, but it's not going to say, oh, his heat proof activated and it cut the fire move in half, you know? It just kind of happens passively, so you can still kind of fake out that Levitate. Yeah. Depending on the skill of the opponent you're up against, you could fake out the Levitate. Come on, Scramble, you got this. Fire Blast. Horn Attack. Yeah, 2 damage. It was a crit. Okay. Okay, Scramble, I see you. I can't complain. See, I am a little bit worried to switch in Shimler on like an extra sensory. Man, but Scramble doesn't care about this confusion at all. Alright. And I will say Scramble's tankiness has gone up significantly since evolving into a Togekiss. Flinch. No flinch. Alright. So this does mean that Bronzor is going to be asleep. And we can safely go into Chimler. Fire Blast? Do we want to risk the miss with the Fire Blast? See, here's the thing. Because Close Combat's neutral, I don't know if Close Combat's going to kill. So Fire Blast works, pulls through anyway. We can move forward from here. Alright. And now comes Trouble. Another game I've been kind of getting into, speaking of Toxicroak, another game I've been getting into recently is Pokemon Close Combat. If you guys have played that, it's like a fighting game with all like fighting Pokemon, and Toxicroak's in there is kind of like a poison trap setter, which is cool. It's ironic because I always did like playing Krogunk on Pokémon Tournament, which is like the official Pokemon fighting game, and he's kind of the same deal, but he's a lot more like RNG. Close Combat Toxicroak is like actually like just trap setty. Alright, I feel like we just Close Combat. We don't risk the miss. Take out this dude. This lady, excuse me. This lady frog. Alright, level up. Level up. Oh, we are right there. You're tough, kid, but I still pity the likes of you. Says the guy with the bowl, the reverse bowl cut, the actual bowl cut. They just set a bowl on top of his head, and they cut around it up here. They said he tried to do a bowl cut. They put it on right side up, and they just cut around that way. Gah, what makes you so tough? Fine, do whatever you want with those 3 Pokemon. Press the button on that machine to set them free. I don't know why you would tell me that, but we are gonna set them free. And little do they know, our boss crafted a red chain from the crystals he took from the 3 Pokemon, which is never quite clarified, but that kind of insinuates that they ripped the gems out of their forehead to make the red chain, which seems very dark, but this whole kind of deep in the HQ room seems kind of dark and twisted, so I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. That red chain is what he needed to shackle something on Mount Coronet. It's also apparently needed for creating something, but that's all I know. Who knows what he's planning to do up there? Humph. Saturn and even Cyrus fall. Oh, woo. Fall to a mere child. Team Galactic's state of affairs is worrying. That plan of Cyrus is atop Mount Coronet, too. Who knows if it'll work? Perhaps another option needs to be considered. One befitting the genius of Charon. Alright, we're gonna say canonically he is Charon, because that's the one that I just said in his voice. Oh, it's so creepy down here. It's so cool. I think Lysander Labs also did a good job of making like a creepy downstairs lab area. But I think Team Galactic by far did the best. Alright, and we're just gonna skedaddle right on out of here. Heal our team back up. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. There we go. I had it switched in the wrong gear. Also, I was talking about the EXP share last episode, right? So Cyrus is headed up to Mount Coronet. We just set the Lake Trio free, but so I mean we're kind of in the action. But I did want to kind of take a break from the action because I was talking about I don't have EXP share, and I don't know if I'm blind and I just didn't see it. And I actually did this early in the playthrough. I don't know if I did it or not. So we're gonna fly back to Eterna City. It feels like Eterna City should be more east than it is. Alright, come down to the gate. Ev, long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled? You're wondering who I am. I'm Professor Rowan's assistant and Dawn's father. I've come a long way to help you on your adventure at the professor's behest. Ev, let me ask you, how many Pokemon have you met? Oh my, you've met 144 Pokemon. Probably the biggest number that he has ever said in anybody's playthrough. I feel like, wasn't this an automatic encounter in Diamond and Pearl? Like, didn't he give it to you? Or am I mixing these games up? I feel like this was an automatic, like, encounter. Like, I feel like you were forced to get this EXP share. Wonderful! Yes, bravo! Professor Rowan should be delighted. Here's something for you. Alright, this is something that we're absolutely going to give to Cheeks, because I feel like Cheeks has kind of fallen behind a little bit. And right now he's holding, basically he's giving us the explanation. EXP share, when a Pokemon is holding it, even if it's not in the battle, it gets experience as if it was in the battle. So, don't worry though, it will obey you if you have enough gym badges. So, I think, what does Cheeks have right now? A Soothe Bell? We can definitely switch that out. Take the Soothe Bell. Let's go Cheeks, item, give, EXP share. Alright, and that means Cheeks will get that extra experience, because he's kind of fallen behind the rest of the party. And it's getting harder to catch him up. Alright, and now that Cheeks has that EXP share, we're going to head over to Heart Home. And we're going to start to ascend the legendary, the mythical Mount Coronet. With this little bit of jamming in the background. I guess as long as we're here, let's get a berry from the Berry Master. Everyone seems to call me the Berry Master. I hand out berries daily because I want people to learn how wonderful they are. You're deserving of one. And get the Mago Berry. I think Mago Berry is just a contest berry. No, Mago Berry is confusion. Right. It sounds familiar. It feels like it's not a contest berry. Oh, it's one of the... Okay. It's one of the restoring HP berries that if you don't like it, then it confuses you. I think we already went up there. I was going to stop up there. I think we already... Because we ran into that hiker, didn't we? Alright, let's go ahead and surf. And this is kind of where all of our HMs collide. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this Pokeball. And then I saw a rock climb staircase. Alright. Wall is very rocky. Look at this. This is so cool to have your team do this. I get the sentiment with HMs, you know. You don't want to, like, put a restriction on the team that you're building. But it is kind of fun. You gotta admit, it is kind of fun to have your team be like this super survivalist, you know, team. You know, honestly, this might be a good time to put Pitbull up front. Kind of like how it was on Iron Island, because there's going to be a lot of Pitbull weak Pokemon. And Cheeks will kind of get the residual experience from having the XP share. Look at that list of HMs. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that's what we do. Alright, and Pitbull doing all the heavy lifting here, literally. Widowy, guys. Widowy, all the heavy lifting. Alright. Let's go up here. I like how, like, mazy Mount Coronet is. Like, people always talk about the routes being linear in the modern games. I don't necessarily think that's a thing. Some of them were linear in Sword and Shield, but... Oh, and we have a Smoke Ball, too. I forgot about that. So if we come into a matchup we don't like, we just Smoke Ball out. That's cool. I think some of the Sword and Shield routes were kind of linear, but, like, there's also the wild area and stuff, and there's you know, routes that aren't, you know, just fully straightforward. But Mount Coronet, I mean, brings that to an entirely different level. This is not linear at all. You have to, like, use your nog to get around here. I'm sure there's like, you know, walkthroughs or, you know, memorization. I remember like the general gist of it, you know, to get back up every time, but it is kind of tricky. Medicham would be cool. So if we didn't pick a fighting type like Chimler at the beginning, I think in a Torterra or Empoleon run, I'd like to use a Medicham. I think that would be sweet, especially with like Pure Power. What are we running into? Another Golbat. I think we just smoke ball out of it. I think we just try to run into Gravelers, and then we surf them, and we get their experience. And if not, we get 3 runaways with Smoke Ball. What do we find under the bridge? It'd be cool if there was like, hear me out. It'd be cool if there was like a troll Pokemon that you could only encounter in like the patches beneath the bridge. It would be less, like secretive. It would have been really cool back in the day is what I'm trying to say. Like in this 2D thing where you like walk under a bridge, there's a couple of encounter patches underneath there. Like there's like a 1% chance you find like a Grimmsnarl or something like that, you know? Find a troll under the bridge, and it's just kind of a hidden thing that nobody tells you about. That would be cool. It's Looker. Me. Observe, if you will, that hole. There was once a cave painting that had blocked the way to the summit, but the wall, it is no longer there. It lies in pieces, do you see? Ever since the 3 Pokemon of the lakes have been captured, something terrible is happening. But what exactly I do not know. There is but one cause. Team Galactic's Cyrus. Cyrus of the Team Galactics. And now, we are all caught up. Now, to the next step. Are you trainer enough to advance? Show me if you will. Haha, you can relax now. You see, I understand. You are far superior to me. Finally, someone gets it. As they're the commanders. Cyrus too, naturally. The Team Galactic is far beyond my reach. Please, you must stop them, for only you are able. All I can do now is to give you this. It is a little something I obtained in an investigation long ago. And we get the Black Flute. Please, you must stop, Team Galactic. Alright guys, we're heading on. Keep on keeping on. Oh, it's the Team Galactic. We grunts have 2 jobs. 1, ensure the success of our operation at the summit. 2, utterly destroy any intruders to stop their meddling. Excuse me. What do you got? Stunky? We got that. You ready? We're just gonna surf him into oblivion. 43 is kind of high though, man. Oh, don't crit. Don't crit. Perfect. And we can, I mean, this will deal like a decent amount of damage. Oh, decent. Really decent. Oh my goodness. Pitbull. The best rodent, without question. Look at this. The best regional rodent for sure. I guess it's regional mammal now because there's Lechonk. But does that really count? What's a third of 106? Is it 38? Not quite. I think we live this. If I did my math right. It's a crit. That was always an option, unfortunately. Okay, but we will go into... Honestly, I think we do Demos. I think we just pay back, because Demos is right next to, like, leveling up. And this Night Slash isn't really going to do much, even if it crits. Boom. I mean, look at that. But now Payback doubles in power, so even, like, with the resist, I think we still KO Stunky. Yep, and ours is a crit. Perfect. Alright, so... Cheeks levels up. Demos level. Demos doesn't level up. Almost. I don't accept this. I will not accept this. But Hippopotas, well, Cheeks in the back there, should be starting to really pull and catch ahead. Pull ahead and catch up. Let's go ahead and... Do we give him... Who needs an iron? Who needs base defense? I feel like Cheeks could use all the extra stats we can give. Protein, do we want to give that to Cheeks too? I feel like we do. Because he's more like along the physical, you know, the physical spectrum. Let's go ahead and let's actually just save that potion. You know, we should... It's going to become a theme in this playthrough. I say it every time, we should have stocked on bag medicine. But we didn't. So, I feel like I'm so excited to move forward with this playthrough. I just, Okay. I don't know what my plan was to get around him. Our time has come. It's Team Galactic's time now. Yeah, but I feel like I'm so excited about like the next thing that's gonna happen. You know, I get on and I get my stuff set up and I'm like, all right, let's go. You know, and then I'm like, we get halfway up Mount Coronet and we're like, oh, we don't need medicine. We're all gonna, we're all trying to work off of like berries. We're trying to keep ourselves healthy off orange berries. I could always max revive, and I do have a full restore, so we should be a-okay. I think it's time for Demos again. I think we just push him for this level up. I mean, worst case scenario, Mercury like drill pecks us. Me and Look is fine. Honestly, we could have just surfed there. Like, obviously, I know like the AI cheats, so you can't really, you know, trust that to a T. But hypothetically, if everything went the way that it just went right there, we could have stayed in and just killed with Surf. But we'll be alright. Okay, 2 paybacks, that's easy. 2 paybacks, but at the same time, we can easily tank stuff. It's so nice having a tanky Pokemon. I don't think I generally run with super tanky Pokemon. The closest I came was, I did a run through once. I mean, of course, the first run through, there was Intimidate Staraptor and Intimidate Luxray. And so, like, it kind of made everything on my team more tanky. Which is kind of the, you know, the dream team. But also, I did another run where on top of Staraptor and Luxray, I also did Gyarados. And so basically every switch was an Intimidate. My team felt so bulky. And that run I actually ran Giratina. I think that was in a Platinum run. And, oh my goodness. He was thick. Alright, we're outside. Do we actually have Oran Berries? Because I might consider, if we just have extra Oran Berries, I'll consider popping them over to Pitbull. Or would they be better used in Poffins? We don't have them anyway. It doesn't even matter. What happens here? Can we use this on outside of battle? Yeah, I don't think we could. Okay. Alright, perfect. Dude, Mount Coronet's so cool. I think this whole Sinnoh vibe, man. We're gonna push this away. I think probably Bibarel would probably look the cool. No, what are you talking about? I think Bibarel would probably look the coolest in real life too, out of all like the regional rodents. If y'all see like those Pokemon National Geographic YouTube videos, like the Bibarel ones always look super cool. Like they never make him look derpy. Let's run up in here. Rock climb. I don't think we lead with Bibarel. I think we just keep him for Smoke Ball. Who wants to lead? Let's lead with Scramble. And I feel like we should be able to Air Slash because Murkrow, Krogunk, Glameow, that kind of stuff. I feel like Air Slash should be able to take care of it. Our time is coming. A time for us alone. We'll send you back in time. A time before you started training. You can tell how everybody's kind of like enthralled by his plan, but everybody has kind of like a different idea of what's going on. Like he kind of like, oh my goodness. Okay, it's a crit. That was why. I was like, yikes, man. Everybody kind of has like a different idea of what's going on because he's vague about it, and so you don't really like. Everybody's like, oh, this is what's gonna happen. It's like just what they idealize in their own head. Cheeks, I like that we got Cheeks in the back with that XP share now. Maybe we can start flinching with some air slashes. Or crit and just one-shot the entire Houndour 7 levels higher than you. Damn, Scramble, go! You go! Alright. That was crazy. Let's see, so we're definitely not going to outspeed a Golbat, so we're going to lose out in our flinch ability. Our flinch potential. Okay. So that was my sign. I think we just, honestly... Do we go Demos and just tank some hits and just pay back and, you know, slowly chip? No, I think we do. I think that's the plan. As long as we don't get Toxics. Toxics? Coxics. See, Synchronize would be cool if it applied to, like, every status conditions, like even Confusion. I get confused, you get confused. That would make it... I mean, it might be a little too strong at that point. Because he's basically status immune unless you want to deal with it too. Which some things, because imagine best case scenario for the Umbreon player. Like, types aren't immune to their status conditions. That'd be cool, because imagine you get Toxics by a Toxapex, and it synchronizes and Toxics it back. But what if Synchronize bypassed the toxic immunity on Toxapex? There's a lot of talks going on here. Tox. That should be a podcast. We already got kind of something in the works. But if any of y'all's favorite Pokemon is Toxapex, make a podcast called like Tox or Tox Talks with Tox, and like link me the video to that. Link me to that video so I can watch it. Because I will absolutely be a weekly listener to that series. Pitbull again. Our team is looking a little worn down at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. We just can't make it past this guy, he's not gonna turn. Alright, but we do have the Smoke Ball to escape. I think honestly, guys, to preserve our team a little bit, and Cheeks is already getting some experience with experience share. The cool thing about the experience share too is like you can just whoever's the lowest member of the team. So say Cheeks catches up drastically, we can just pass it off to the lowest level member of the team and kind of keep them all on the same bandwagon. But I think we go with Chimler is what I was saying, just to kind of preserve all of our team's health. Only a fool would show defiance to the mighty might of Team Galactic. Defiance. Alright, watch this. This is exactly why we return to Monkey. Close combat, even if it's not a crit.
Boom.
Bam, bop, bow. Yeah, so the defense drops don't even really matter because Chimler is faster than literally everything. So, like, it doesn't matter if I have one defense if I don't get hit. I say that, though, as I hit a poison flying type with close combat because I'm not paying attention. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool, guys, we're saved. Yeah, I was stupid this time. So we are definitely not going to risk that with half defenses. We're just going to go into Noctum. I feel like that's like the duality of this team. They're such polar opposites. He tried trapping in there. Like Demos and Chimler are such polar opposites. One's just like go fast, hit hard, and one of them's like just sit back, get hit, smacked in the face first, and then smack them around back, you know? But like they work so well together. I think that's my favorite kind of team is balance. I like competitive balance. I like having the really thick boys, and then I like having like the speedy ones that are like, you know, like having revenge killers and sweepers and stuff too, like that. I think it's right in the middle for me, like as balanced as you can get, like half and half. Those are the ones I enjoy the most because that lets you like have enough strategy to 30. That lets you have enough strategy to like switch around and play around your resistances and your like walls. You have a physical wall, a special wall, mixed wall, something like that. And so I think there's some merit to like true balance. Hyper offense, I mean, you gotta leverage sacks so much. You're just losing to your team all the time. Stall, it's boring. So, like, I feel like balance is just the best, man. There, so that's the question of the day, actually, okay? So this is something I'm feeling passionate about today. What is your favorite kind of competitive Pokemon team? Favorite style? If you play competitive Pokemon, let me know. Hyper offense, stall, balance, the correct answer, by the way. Or if there's one I don't know about, because I'm sure there's like styles, like offshoot of those three. It's not just those. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what style you like to use and why. Why do you like it? Because that's always important. Let's go ahead and climb this wall. Without the why, none of your answers matter. And of course, your answers should always matter. Got strength. Push this boulder around. Flex them muscles, Pitbull. Muscles. Alright. Getting higher and higher. Can you take me higher? Oh, Chimler's still up front too, which I feel like is the right move. I feel like that's correct. All right. Ooh, do we? I feel like we let Chimler take this all the way up to the top. Our boss is gonna do something huge at the summit, but here I am dealing with some pesky intruder. You're spoiling the atmosphere. You can lose quickly, right? You can lose quickly. Do you think we can rock smash this, guys? Do we try it? 40 to 47, stab, super effective. I think we can do it. We didn't even need a close combat. Oh, Infernape is by far the best Pokemon of all time. No debates. It is simply undebatable. And this Glameow is frailer than Houndour was, so this will definitely go down. Doesn't Purugly get kind of tanky? I know it gets really fast and it's really strong, but it kind of looks tanky. If it doesn't get tanky, I feel like it should get some bulk, man. Maybe like a lot of HP or something. Or is HP size? Should get defense. Team Galactic will take control of everything. You can try all you want, but you can't do anything alone. Watch me. I'm not alone. I'm with my Pokemon. Alright, so we know we can Rock Smash now, which actually makes this a lot less stressful. Sucker Punch, not gonna do anything. And then we Rock Smash the face. There he goes. Cheeks getting those levels. Alright, so here, Grass Knot's 4 times resisted. These are 4 times resisted. We have to bank on a Fire Blast, and we land the Fire Blast. I think that does it, honestly. Even if we're not in Blaze, I think that still does it. Yep. Oh my gosh. Good job, Chimler. You're doing fantastic, man. All you gave me was a taste of defeat. Here we go. Up and up and up. I feel like the Team Galactic grunts are getting closer, like, in between each other, too. You've worked so hard to get here. You should be proud of yourself. And now, I'll send you packing home with only that happy thought. Mwahahaha. That's what I imagine she's thinking to herself. Alright, we're gonna Fire Blast. We gotta bank on this Fire Blast right here, right off the bat. Fire Blast. Boom! Look at that. Who said this is 50% accurate? Alright, now we got Krogunk, so we're gonna need to leverage another Fire Blast, which we can totally do. Sucker Punch ain't doing nothing. Which actually, because of the steel resistances of Gen 4, 2 of the 3 starters resist Dark. Resist Sucker Punch. So even if I had Napoleon here, it still resists those sucker punches. Torterra is so bulky, he doesn't need to resist. It's probably doing the same amount of damage, just flat. We are going to close combat. We're not going to misclick this time. Close combat the Crow. Get that thing out of here. You may be fast, but you're not faster than a monkey. Cheeks level 31. Crunch. Do we want Crunch? No, we don't want Crunch. Sorry guys, we don't want Crunch. It might help against one of like the Elite Four, but how dare you? Something about my personality. Alright. Guys, here we are. Just take it in for a second. Take it in. I told you. I mean, I will back this up. Every single climactic moment, even the non-climactic moments, from Eternal Forest, from Twin Leaf Town, from the initial lake theme, Sinnoh has the best soundtrack, and I will not hear anything. I was gonna say take no for an answer. There's not a thing. That's not the right way to say that. I will not hear anything to the contrary. Sinnoh has the best soundtrack in all of Pokemon. Undebatable point right there. Getting like locked in. Ooh, Our boss is about to do something spectacular. Don't get in the way. Of course you will, won't you? That's why the two of us will team up and take you down in an epic duel. Oh, it's gonna be a double. Alright, I don't remember who I put second, is the only thing I'm thinking. Okay, so we're gonna close combat the Stunky, and we're gonna fly the Krogan. Stunky should be going down this turn. That should KO it. Perfect. Okay. Noctum's gonna go up this turn, and Krogan should be going down from the fly next turn, so we should be able to focus on the other slot next turn. They're a lot faster and a lot less conducive to balanced teams too, but I really do like double battles a lot. I feel like there's a lot of strategy. There's a good reason. Like, I agree that they should be the official format of Pokemon. There's so much more strategy. Plus you get like team moves, like you get stuff like coaching and stuff like that. Protect is actually good. Protecting singles is like a stall fest, you know? That's no fun. I think doubles is a lot more fun. And maybe that leads back to like my first kind of like Pokemon Stadium battle experience was in Pokemon Battle Revolution. There were a lot of double battles in that. I remember watching like people play double battles on Wi-Fi. I played a couple Wi-Fi double battles. But that was, it's so much fun, guys. Alright, what do we do? I feel like we Rock Smash and Sludge Bomb. Now there's like this one guy left, we just double up on him. Knocked him, eating up that Sucker Punch. Rock Smash, lower the defense, hopefully for next turn. Nope, Sludge Bomb. So, between Rock Smash and a Sludge Bomb, I think we two-shot him. We might even hit him, knock him out with this one Rock Smash right here. Sucker Punch on Chimler. Gonna do about the same as I knocked him, honestly. Oh my goodness. Knocked him. Can you clean this up? You can. Let's go. I feel like we have to heal Chimler a little bit. Right? Because there's another one coming. Or is that just in Diamond and Pearl? It's weird. Like these, because these are Diamond and Pearl, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, right? They're both very, very similar games, but then they have minute differences. So when you play like Diamond and Pearl and you play Platinum, like stuff like the defog and like the strength HM, like the positioning of those is different between the two of them. And so like I've played like half Diamond and Pearl, half, that's untrue. Probably a little bit more Diamond and Pearl. But like you think like, oh, this is where this is, and then it's just changed in Platinum, or like the Wayward Cave is open in Platinum, stuff like that. It's cool, but like I'm not sure what to expect, which keeps this tense because I took a little bit of time off playing them a little bit before I started this playthrough because I wanted to kind of go in and kind of purposefully mix some things up in my head. and I'm not doing any research. I'm not like looking stuff up, and so that kind of contributes to the fun of it all. But I think there's another double battle coming. We are not capable of slowing you. We will let you pass so you can get pulverized by our bosses. All right. Let's go. Yep, there's another double battle for sure. Where do you think you're going? I won't let you disturb our boss. If you're not going to listen, you'll have to go through me first. After all, you made me look bad more times than I care to remember. And I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time, the gloves are coming off. Hold on 1 second. Don't you start the party without me. Huh? Remember me? I'm here to get my revenge. Ha! If it isn't that little boy. The little crybaby from Lake Acuity. Did you toughen up a bit? Sure, let's battle 2-on-2. Mars and Jupiter versus Evan and Nathan. The battle of the century. This is what I'm talking about. Man, there's so much hype in these Sinnoh games. The other games just don't get this hype. I'm telling you what, look up, we climbed all the way against Mount Coronet. I'm getting excited. I'm getting too excited to talk, guys. We climbed all the way through Mount Coronet, hit all those grunts up along the way. 2 double grunt battle, right into a double admin battle. Oh my goodness, guys. This is insane. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna... Let's go ahead and close combat the Bronzor. Let's just go for it. Barry with Nathan with some Munchlax. Nathan with his Munchlax. Reflect. Okay, it's a good thing we did that first. Because now a Rock Smash will take... Oh. No, they're actually being smart. They're being smart. Alright, Rock Smash that one. He's out of here. Alright, Cheeks getting experience in the back. Extra sensory. Luckily, he hits the Munchlax. Okay. I still stand by the fact, as long as we're thinking about Munchlax here, I stand by the fact that Munchlax should have been in Unite as Snorlax's re-evolution. That would have been really cool, because Munchlax adds to that line so much. Ooh, okay. We have no more close combats. Let's go ahead and Fire Blast, and it misses. That's scary, okay. It's going to take targets down Munchlax, though, which is cool, because Munchlax has a lot of HP. So, he may not be doing that much damage, but he is supporting, and he's tanking. So he's making my job easier. And he's... Oh, that's on Munchlax, right? Okay, good. It'd be cool, too, if he had, like, Follow Me. So he could actually, like, instead of just the AI picking him, he could actually, like, draw these moves in, too. Follow Me, also a banger move for Devils. Alright, so they're gonna take him out with Night Slash. Hopefully we don't extra sensory to the face. Oh, that's fine. It's like super powered, but it's coming off a Bronzor and it's resistant, so. Double fire types. Look at this. Okay, so hypothetically, you don't start with Chimchar. Cool. You get a Rapidash, and you, like, we're complaining about this Rapidash. Like, if you want to play Sinnoh and you want other fire types, sure, fine. Eventually, you can play like 7 times. Maybe you want like a Flareon. You've got a Flareon in Platinum. You know, you got Houndoom, you got Magmortar. In Diamond and Pearl, who's playing Diamond and Pearl for the first time and picking Empoleon or Torterra and being like, oh man, I have to use this really cool mythical fire horse based off a Nightmare and a Unicorn with fire as its main. Like, who's complaining about that? I feel like Rapidash has always been super cool. I've used Rapidash, like, happily whenever I pick one of the other 2 starters. You know, and that's, everyone's got their own opinion, for sure. It's a crit, right? I was like, that's crazy for not being a crit. Everybody's got their own opinions, but, like, I never understood that. That was always crazy to me. I thought Rapidash was always really cool. And think about it the way I was playing it, you know, imagine it like in my head. You're riding around the region on this Rapidash. That's like your mount, that's your steed. Also, Hanger Cry. Did you hear that cry? Oh, he's in so many games. He's also at like the beginning of Pokemon Ranger, and that sound is iconic, man. That sound is iconic. That's not who I meant to target with that. All right. Staraptor taking down the Skuntank. I don't know with Reflect Up. Okay. Staraptor's just the GOAT. That cry, I think he's got one of the best cries in the series too. Staraptor, it's definitely iconic. Cheeks level 32. Is that the Hippowdon level? I'm going to say that every single level. I have no idea what level Hippopotas evolves on. I still refuse to look it up, like I just said. Okay, Staraptor tanking that hit. What are we thinking, guys? Do we just knock them? I feel like we knocked them. The birds and the bats. Be cool if we had a Vespiquen on the team. It could be like the birds and the bees. Alright, takedown. We did target different Golbats. So we might just bring... Oh my goodness, crit! Let's go! And also Staraptor has like 120 attack. I think it got buffed to 125 in like Gen 6, Gen 7, something like that. I don't know. But I think it got buffed to 125, and then we got a Mega Man. We got a Mega. And that was brutally cool. And I think that's the only love. So, I mean, they're passing up like all the gimmicks on the Sinnoh Pokemon. They gotta be planning something crazy. They gotta be like Legends, whatever, has gotta have the best regional form Chimchar you ever done see, you know? And some like wind wave style Luxray, and like my team's gotta get some love, man. Staraptor's the only member of my team in how many years? In Sinnoh Pokemon in general, the Sinnoh starters, like Gen 1 starters got Megas, Gen 2 starters got Hisuian Typhlosion and the 2 Megas from ZA, 3 starters got Megas, Gen 5 you got Hisuian Samurott, you got Mega Emboar, Gen 6 starters got Megas, Gen 7 starters got Z-moves, 8 got Gigantamax. They kind of started that trend where they get their own region's gimmick in the end, which is cool too. But they dropped off the Sinnoh starters, which is maybe testament to the Sinnoh starters are so cool that they're still holding up and beating out some of these designs, even though they don't have any gimmick forms, which is also a valid point. But still, it would be nice. Because, I mean, look at this. There's so much potential here. This back sprite even looks cool. And it's a dorky back sprite, but it looks so cool, man. That would be sweet. They need to get something soon. That and like my initial team. I want to see like my initial team full of like forms. Alright. We did it. We pulled through. Took Nathan all the way to Zimpolian. You've toughened up, but you're no match for our boss. I missed what Mars said. Oh, my Pokemon are tough, right? I can get even tougher. But you know, that's it for us. We've hit the wall. Ev, I'll help you with this. And he heals up our team. Finally, we needed that. Hey Ev, this is it. It's your show now. Oh no. Cyrus. Everything is ready for the creation of a new world. Now, all will end, and everything will begin. With this, the red chain made from the crystals of the 3 lake Pokemon. And this, the red chain I replicated with technological means. With these red chains, he's got 2 if you didn't catch that. With these red chains, I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me. So in Diamond and Pearl, he only had 1 red chain. It was the one he harvested. Dialga, the mythical Pokemon, and the Master of Time. And the other, Palkia, the mythical Pokemon, and the Master of Space and Dimensions. So a little bit of context real quick. In Diamond and Pearl, he summons either Dialga or Palkia with a red chain, which is extracted from the Lake Guardians. Because all 3 Lake Guardians can control one of these 2 legendaries. but only one at a time, right? And so he needed 2 red chains to control both of them. And now, well, you'll see what happens. Palkia, the mythical Pokemon and the master of space and dimensions. Oh, it's getting all blurry. Look at that. There they are. And Palkia's got those boulder shoulders. He's just like, I've waited so long for this moment, Dialga and Palkia. Shaping this world is a double spiral of time and space. I like how the text gets distorted too. It's like, yes, the very things that you have the ability to control. You will do my bidding. I will have your abilities as mine. Yeah, so the 3 Light Guardians can control one of the 2 at a time, kind of like a checks and balances. And so in Diamond and Pearl, he got them controlled with the red chain. So in Diamond, he got Dialga controlled with the red chain, and the 3 Light Guardians came and broke the red chain because the 3 of them have enough power to equal one of the 2, right? You will do my bidding. I have your abilities as mine. With the power I wield, I will create an entirely new world. The incomplete and ugly world we have now can disappear. I am resetting everything to 0. Nothing can remain. It kind of feels like a fever dream, this whole, I feel dizzy. It's fantastic. This is fantastic game design, guys. It is all for making the ultimate world, a world of complete perfection. Nothing so vague and incomplete as spirit can remain. And look, they've come just like they did in Diamond and Pearl. But this time, something's different. Oh, look at his little backflip. You go, Azelf. I should have expected as much. The being Yuxi, the being of knowledge. Azelf, the being of willpower. And Mesprit, the being of emotion. The Pokemon have come to protect Sinnoh. Pathetic and worthless. It takes the 3 of them, the 3 lakes Pokemon that symbolize spirit, to balance either the Pokemon of time or space. But they can't maintain balance against the 2. Not when both Dialga and Palkia are here. Their coming here is in vain. So much meaningless drama. Yeah, so they can't control both Dialga and Palkia, so they can't break the red chain and foil Cyrus's plan. Now, Ev, you've constantly interfered with my plans, but you will be forgiven. After all, there will remain no spirit for all time when I am done. All spirit will disappear. It will be ripped away. From you. From your Pokemon! From those precious to you! It is my time. My dream will be my reality. But they didn't come to set Dialga and Palkia free. They came to summon someone else. What is this pressure I feel? Something is enraged. Guys, lock in. Interesting. So there is a Pokemon that can only appear as a shadow. Regardless, the effort is rash and foolish. I have harnessed the powers of Dialga and Palkia. I, Cyrus, won't have any more interfere. Here. Look at that, guys. No! There they go. There's Mesprit. The best one, by the way. Plunging away into the darkness, into the Shadow Realm. I'm sorry I took so long.
I think I finally found the answer from studying the myths. When this world was made, Dialga and Palkia appeared. Apparently there was one more Pokemon that appeared at the same time. A Pokemon with as much power as Dialga and Palkia, but also one whose name was never meant to be spoken. Giratina. It's said to lurk in another world, a world on the opposite side of ours. That's where the shadow was. It must have been Giratina. The pillars are distorting. It's because of that portal. It's joined us to the other world. If it's not closed, the distortion will spread to Sinnoh and beyond. Our world will be destroyed. Are you ready? We have to chase Cyrus. And guys, we are not going to be ready. That is going to be next episode. I mean, we're running out of time. But, I mean, this is perfect. This is a perfect spot to pause for the episode. Next episode, we will be plunging deep into the Shadow Realm. But for right now, make sure to answer that comment question of the day. What's your favorite Pokemon battling style? Next time we will be back, we will at least attempt, no spoilers, attempt to foil Cyrus's plan once and for all. Make sure to like this video if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel for more awesome Pokemon Let's Plays just like this. But for now, this has been Ev, bringing the blaze back. Always remember, keep on blazing.